Saturday in Knoxville, and for the teams, that means the final day of competition. Currently, 6 of the top 10 teams are representing CrossFit Mayhem in some way. We'll see how many of them make the games. Probably 11 teams are still in the fight. All of those teams are extremely good, and it's going to be a wild day of competition as they clamor for 8 games tickets. Individuals are really just getting started. We had a great performance on the run yesterday. Dramatic, climactic, but today is where the money's going to be on the table. All the athletes in Europe and North America West that have had games tickets have done exceptional on Saturday. There's a ton of athletes here that are going to need to do that if they want to be in the fight tomorrow. I mean, you spend months preparing for this.
Yeah.
We're right in the middle of it right now. How do you feel?
I feel really good. We have a really good team. I think a community event really added to the experience here. The energy outside is really festive, and you can just tell this is like why CrossFit has brought people into the community so early on, and hopefully the trajectory continues to rise.
Me too.
You do a lot of work at big competitions on the offsite event. Obviously there was like a pretty selected one here, but I got great feedback from the running course, from athletes and fans. On the organizational side, was it a success for you?
100%. One, obviously safety is super important. But more importantly, the distance is what we wanted. We were on concrete the entire time. We tested it multiple times, and I think to get that feedback from the athletes, they had a blast. And the fact that there was just one big circle, it was very intuitive, and to have the city and the venue support that is the reason that it was super successful. Jack gonna win this heat?
He needs to.
He better.
Yeah, he better. So Jack in Heat 1, one of the top athletes that a lot of people said would be top 10.
Yeah, I honestly, based on what I know about him this offseason, I thought he had top 5, outside chance at podium. I was expecting big things from him. Yesterday was there's no other way to say it, like it was a letdown. It was tough to watch. It was like watching Jonikoski in week 1. It was like, I don't know what I'm watching that doesn't look like Jack. So we don't know if anything's wrong with him or not, or if that was just an off day, off event, didn't fuel properly. This should be a great workout for him, and he needs top 10 finishes today on both events. So he can do it. He can do it from Heat 1, but there's no more time for excuses. There's no more time for bad workouts like that. There's 5 events left, and he needs 5 good ones.
I mean, last thing we saw people go out the gateway squats and they're failing workouts, and then what's the point? That's not the bet you want to be.
Day 4 is going to be, day 3 is going to be really good. You thought it would be really good.
For sure.
And the leg was really ridiculous.
Big picture, I just think what Mayhem is rolling out on the floor this weekend is impressive, but the teams has been what's blowing me away. You guys have 6 of the top 9 teams after one day. I didn't realize that. I think they're all following the programming, and that's a huge step. But I'm looking at Tyler. I was so impressed with him on the run yesterday. He looks amazing.
Should CrossFit not try to take advantage of a test like this to try to get to that point, or it doesn't matter?
There's some limitations with the venue. Obviously, it's one stage of competition. Obviously, it would be nice to be able to tell meaningful stories across different regions, but there are a lot of variables that come into play in any individual competition that are hard to account for when you're comparing different elevations, different temperatures, different environments, different circumstances that the athletes are under. It's just so many different variables to control that it would be nice, but it's understandably not that realistic.
Yeah, it's true that I do whatever I wanna do. I'm the best, if you ain't guess, that's why you'll always be 2. Coming through with my crew, win anything I pursue. How you gon' style on me when I be styling on you? I be styling on you. I be styling on you. Yeah, it's true that I do whatever I wanna do. How you gon' style on me when I be styling on you?
4 minutes remaining for coverage.
I was thinking about which side I'd end on, and I just went down.
The cost of this bump was great. Overall, I thought you did great on that one. I mean, it looked like the rope line from the fitness place. On the bike and the box, we were as good as anyone. In fact, on the box, we were faster than everyone.
Yeah, I just got the too.
I wanted to ask you something. I mean, obviously you've been doing this for more years than anyone can count. I think that this is the most deep and competitive semifinal regional I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's anyone better than you to speak to the rise of just the overall level of competitor over the last 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, no, I would agree. I've seen like a steady, I've been doing this forever, I see a steady increase, but like in the last 4 or 5 years or so, it really seems like the field has just made an exponential leap forward. So like the field is stacked here.
In any way, does it feel like you have to work as hard to be able to qualify for something as this as you used to make the games?
Yeah, you could argue that. Sure, I can see that argument.
And
I wasn't expecting to. I didn't really have a plan to be here. I thought like 2 years ago when I competed that would be my last one. And then I've been having fun training, and I feel good and I'm healthy. Like I've been backing off how much I've been doing volume-wise. Feel really good, and ended up making it. So I was like, I might as well go try to make it to the games, see if I can again. I don't know.
Dude, I mean,
it's fun.
Make it not. You're still out here, like
it's still fun throwing down. I've been enjoying myself. There's no pressure. Like I don't, other than the pressure you put on yourself. But like I want to do well, and I beat my times in all the ones that I've retested. So I'm happy.
And in addition to being an athlete, you do coaching, you've been an affiliate forever, and you have a good relationship or understanding of programming. It feels to me like this programming this year's semifinals is refreshing. It's like a little throwback to a decade ago.
It is. It's very classic CrossFit. I like it, especially the first two. Both of those workouts by themselves are like ruin your day type workouts. Like that could be all you do for the day and you're good. So tomorrow will be interesting. A lot of points on the board tomorrow, so we'll see.
Absolutely, half the points are made. Dude, thanks for taking the time, man. Congrats on being here. Thanks.
After 3 heats, those are some top times, no?
Those are fast times. Like Sam's time and probably Taylor and Luke Parker will hold up, I think, as top 10 times overall. Sam's time was amazing. It's only a few seconds, but in a workout like that, like 10 seconds can be a big difference amongst the best guys. We'll see. I think maybe 1 or 2 guys at most will beat that time from Fernway. Those two performances, I'm getting memories from 2021 event too.
Try.
When I've seen you at your best.
Like yesterday, I got caught up in the run. I pushed it too hard. Like my run is better than that. I saw some dudes. I'm like, you know what? Okay, fuck it. I'm trying. You know what? I'm done trying to play the wise games all the time. But in that third round, I'm like, holy shit, it was a bad move, Sam. So it's still good. Like I had to find my way, and that's what I did today.
This that I've seen today is the Sam Cornwire that I know is in there somewhere. I know. It made me happy to see that.
I know.
Yeah. Dude, I've had a fucking great podcast.
He said that Brian is the most untrustful person in CrossFit. the least trusted name in CrossFit. Are you recording this?
Got the audio on that one.
Yeah, you're great.
No, come on. You can't just say that.
You can't just say that and not back it up,
He's
bro.
the most athletic. He's the most flexible. He's the prettiest.
Wait.
Bro.
That's
best hair.
What have I said offensive about you?
I don't know. I just hear everyone say, so I just assume. Probably says.
You got that? This is the problem. This is the problem.
People like him.
It's
people like him.
People like him.
No rep. All right, one rep. 1, 2.
What am I getting no rep for?
Walk out. Yeah, you need to jump at the top.
I want to see yours.
You gotta look at the sky. If you're not turning, you ain't doing them. More rounded back. We need more rounded back. What the slow motion? Let's go. Are you in the Masters break 10 reps? What is this? You got more than 10 reps in you. Let's go. Don't drop it. You're almost there. Let's go. Keep hold on to it. Yeah.
How many no reps? Like 6.
Yeah, what's the
More no reps.
Hard, man. They hard on you.
Let's go. Hella good. We'll send it to Andrew Hill for review.
It's only half the event, so it's just like now the fun stuff of CrossFit. I got no stress, just workouts. I feel like I'm in a pretty calm state.
It just looks like you're competing so well.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's just like the first one, I feel like probably just didn't push enough.
It's Keara.
Keara?
Hi, nice to meet you.
It's Brian.
Hi, Brian. Nice to meet you. Officially in person.
Yep.
You felt good about that one?
Yes, I was not happy with the one earlier today. That should have been a good one for me, and I just felt like shit. And I was like, I gotta make it up here. So I was thrilled with that.
Like something prior to taking the floor, or did you push the first 2 rounds too much?
I think maybe trying to keep up with everybody. I just kept tripping on my dub. Sometimes it's just execution and not just wasting energy. Felt pretty beat after yesterday too. That was a hard workout.
You know this guy?
I do.
That's why I coach.
This asshole.
Is this the best athlete you ever coached?
Yeah, by far. It's the only athlete.
Well, I'm the only one he coaches, so he has to say that.
I don't take on
Well, that's a
other
pretty
people.
good one.
So,
Yeah, I asked him if he would do it. He said yes.
Yeah, it's like a this year thing?
I started with him after semis last year.
Okay.
so she's out of the gym, and then we've known her for a long time, and then she would always ask, and I said no, and then finally I was like, sure.
I played softball growing up. I was a pitcher, so I kind of got a little bit of it from there.
Big deal in college.
Oh,
Don't let her fool you. Saying, oh, I played softball. Like, #1 school in the world, pitcher. Don't let her.
What school was
Don't
that?
let her.
I went to UGA, and then I transferred to Virginia Tech.
Okay, Virginia girl.
Yes.
But you're in Atlanta now.
Well, I'm from Alpharetta, so I started going to his gym when I was in high school.
Oh, wow. Are you back there now?
Now I'm there
So you
full time.
graduated?
Yeah. So I did CrossFit growing up, just like to stay in shape, but I didn't snatch, didn't do muscle ups as a pitcher. And then 2021, I actually started working out with the Murillos at college, Coach Haley Adams.
Yeah, yeah.
So I worked out with them in 2021, graduated. Been doing CrossFit fully for like 3 years with the job. I work full time, but
Still.
do this on the side. Yeah, I work a 9 to 5.
What was your degree in?
Marketing.
And that's what you're working in?
Yeah, I work for a nonprofit called
that's
Cell Phones for School.
How are you?
I'm great. That was fun to watch.
That was fun to watch. Yesterday, not so fun.
What do you mean?
That run.
I don't know what that's like.
She was sick. She was thrown up. She was so sick. Nervous. Just,
On the run?
no, right before the run. Yeah, she was a mess.
An unusual almost reaction for her. Like it almost looked like a relief. Like
She was mad. She was really upset yesterday. She doesn't want to
she
be.
looks happy or
She
nothing.
doesn't want to be in 11th place. She doesn't want to be in the third heat. You know.
Not here, not anywhere.
No.
Well, tomorrow she'll be
Tomorrow should be right.
Dude, relentless, Tia. Finish.
What's more about you think? I was mad.
Between 17 and 20.
Okay.
Somewhere in that race. It was kind of a tight
Yeah.
group when you finished it, but you finished strong, ran across the line. And I think, look, the balance between what you did this morning and this afternoon is perfect.
Okay.
You're in an amazing spot. I'm not good. Good to see you.
It's good to see you. I haven't seen you this year.
What are you doing?
They told us we could walk through.
No, I mean at this competition.
What do you mean?
Who are you coaching? I mean, you got more.
Hanging out with Robert Yates.
Robert Yates.
Good.
We don't get this many good-looking people on camera, so we're.
No, I didn't know if you were actually rolling or not.
He's always rolling.
My personal collection.
You can just tell us to shut it down.
No, I don't care.
No, I was gonna say, everyone knows this field is what it is.
Yeah.
Do you think the athletes have been more impressive than even was advertised?
No, because I expected them to be this good. Like, the field certainly has more depth of talent than some of the other regions in the West and whatnot, but it also has more spots, which I feel like levels out a little bit. In my opinion, we'll see how it is at the end of the weekend. I think that you'll have the same number of spots that are kind of in flux as you did in other regions. They're just further down the leaderboard. Whereas, like, it was 6, 7, 8 in the West we weren't really sure about. Here, I think it's going to be 9, 10, 11.
Sure.
So I think that when equated for the number of spots, maybe the strength of field stuff did its job, where like it's allocated enough that the right number of people that are in that realm fall in. Because I think, with the exception of a couple of events, like Tia's been incredible, there's been some great scores. The best scores are on par with the other regions. There's just a few more scores in that like 3rd to 15th best in each event. You know what I mean?
Obviously, you have several athletes with underdogs that have already made the games.
Yeah.
What do those athletes do when there's semifinals still going on? Are they kicking back and watching? Are they studying the athletes?
Luke has been texting me every day. He's watching. And he's like, maybe they're a little better, they tested them longer, but I'm already training for the games. So I think it's both. Like, they're watching and gaining information, but they're also enjoying the fact that they get to have their recovery, get to training, start working out more game-style tests now. I don't envy these guys. Because you can't not study the test for 3 weeks. Otherwise, you're just going to be unprepared compared to other people.
let me flip that. I mean, the last heat here, especially for the men. I mean, you're looking at a heat that's like, you know, you take one or two guys out, and like they could all be in the last heat of the games.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you think getting a chance to go against the top two guys from the world last year is advantage or disadvantage at this point of the season?
I think if you're talking about guys from smaller regions, yes, but I think there's enough talent in each of the major regions that it's good enough to get a feel for what you need where you're at.
One of the best in the game.
Minute time cap. We got a 2-minute time.
I would have got her to do the 35.
It's on the clock. Trying to finish it up. Got a hand in the air for the pull-ups. Lane 8 or swim 8 on their final set of pull-ups.
Impressive. Yeah, well,
Let's go.
Your final 8th place position by 3 points. 334 points for Training Think Tank CrossFit Tour.
And yeah, I mean, we talked like they're a good team, like just a teamwork team. So after the first round, I was like, oh, thank God.
Hey, because that was over a minute faster than we had practiced that event.
We made a lot of errors training in practice, and then we trained a little bit, but like our full run through is a minute faster over.
And we were doing the burpees slow and training.
Burpees slow, or calls were bad.
Pretty much bear crawling back to the muscle ups.
The burpee synchronization in this workout across all 3 semifinals is a huge separate about team strategy that we best that I've seen is when the team understands that the person, the male that's in front is the pace setter. Everyone else is down, and when that guy goes down, everyone comes up, and he doesn't have to think about it.
It helps because he's the best, he's just the most methodical, so like early on, he knows how to hold a pace. And then later on, the front's the hardest part of the worm, so he's the most messed up, so it helps because then we pace off him, like we're always pacing off him. He's just good at pacing, and then he just has to hold his pace. On this one, you were all fucked up. No. Like, yes, he was the one wearing the watch yesterday because he can hold the pace in the front. He can just settle into the pace.
We got a little break before the work.
The clean and jerk for the guys is just inevitably going to be harder because I don't know. It just is.
But not every team did that.
So we want to rest before that.
But I mean, you have outliers. Like you just have guys who are really, really good at sandbag work. And
I don't need a rest.
Better, but
I don't need a rest right after the lunge. I need a little rest.
Right the bar muscles are easy.
Clean and jerk.
Like the bar muscles aren't necessarily hard for them, but we need the rest down there.
If it was 5 ring muscle ups, it would have been a totally different workout.
Yeah, which we thought it was going to be. It would have been really hard.
For teams. For individuals, it probably would have been a difference. 5 is...
It would have gotten a little sloppier if it was ring.
Yeah.
Do you wish you were ring?
No, I think bar was actually good. We thought bar was going to be too easy, but like the pace of the workout, the bar was easy. But I think something has to be for